The answer to F1 track limit problems has been found. Yes, you heard that right. The answer we have all been waiting for around track limits has been found, and you wouldn't believe what the answer is. It's something that nobody has ever thought of up until now. Honestly, how the FIA came up with this is mind-boggling, but we saw them used at the Belgian Grand Prix. Did you notice them? It was, wait for it, gravel traps. I know, this shocking new invention that has never featured at an F1 track before made an appearance at Spa-Francorchamps this year. If you don't deal well in sarcasm, I will make it very clear this is sarcastic. But yes, we saw in full force what a gravel trap can do. Stop a driver going there. There was an additional gravel trap on the exit of turn 1 and also a small one at the corner with no name, which I'm still very surprised it doesn't have a name. Surprisingly, hardly any drivers decided to break track limits with these being introduced this year, mainly because the gravel went right to the edge of the curb, meaning there was no chance for anyone to try anything cheeky. Let me show you a fantastic example of why gravel traps are the solution to drivers gaining unfair advantages from lack of track limit policing. Look at this picture from the first lap in 2019. Multiple drivers were like, you know what, mate? I'm not going to stay between the white lines, and just absolutely yeeted themselves onto the runoff area and carried so much more speed into it. Something that is very hard to police on lap 1 because there can be arguments of avoiding collisions and blah blah blah. Forget all that. Stick a gravel trap in there and none of these conversations have to be had. Now, there were some concerns that with it being a pretty tight hairpin that there would be a bit of carnage and that gravel traps were going to cause problems because there's less space for drivers to move into. Lo and behold, in the 2 Formula 3, 2 Formula 2 and 1 Formula 1 races, absolutely every single driver was pretty much well behaved, with only one driver by the name of Frederick Vesti taking a small detour into the gravel but quickly rejoining. This is proof that drivers only take liberties with track limits when they know there will be no repercussions for doing so. It's all in the mind. Furthermore, it did seem as though the new gravel traps installed around Spa were quite shallow. I like this because it means it'll be slower for drivers to obviously run wide, but also not race ending if you do make a mistake there. The perfect remedy for dealing with naughty track limit violators. I'll be realistic though and say that it may not be the perfect solution for every single racetrack, but we have seen proof here in Spa that it absolutely does deter drivers from going off the track, whilst also adding an extra bit of drama if they do make a mistake, which I'm all in favour of. There you have it, we have the answer to track limit problems. Do you agree? How would you deal with it? Let us know in the comment section below.